What's up, guys? George back again to do another predictions video for the WWE's 2018 Royal Rumble here in Philadelphia on January 28th, 2018 at the Wells Fargo Center. I will be there live with my two sons and my buddy drummer Mike in our suite. We got a suite for this event, which is awesome. I will film some stuff from there. It's turning out, looks like it's going to be an amazing event. Last night, if you're watching this on the week of January 22nd, was the 25th anniversary Raw episode. Really fun episode. A lot of WWE superstars were there, past and present. Got to see Stone Cold again, which was awesome. DX showed up, the Dudleys, really killer event. And I think this Rumble is going to be pretty awesome. This year is the first ever female women's Royal Rumble match, which will take 30 women from both SmackDown and Raw, as well as 30 men in the men's Royal Rumble match from SmackDown and Raw. It looks like there has been, as of January 23rd, there has been 20 men announced for the match and 20 females announced for the match. I don't know. I would imagine the 10 extras on each match are going to be taken from some from NXT and obviously some, surprise entrances. But we'll get into that. Then you have the Brock Lesnar versus Braun Strowman versus Kane for the triple threat match for the WWE Universal Championship. You have AJ Styles versus Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn in a handicap match for the WWE Championship. Seth Rollins and Jason Jordan versus Cesaro and Sheamus for the Raw Tag Team Championship. And the Usos, Jay and Jimmy versus Chad Gable and Shelton Benjamin in a 2 out of 3 falls match for the WWE SmackDown Tag Championship. Now, I'll go through the championship matches first and then get into the Rumble. Usos versus Chad Gable and Shelton Benjamin, 2 out of 3 falls. I probably would think that Chad Gable and Shelton Benjamin will pick up the belts, the tag team, SmackDown Tag Team Championship belts on that one. Just because with the last week, one of the Usos was arrested for DUI, and I just have a feeling like he's going to disappear for a little bit. So I would imagine Chad Gable and Shelton Benjamin will win that SmackDown Tag Team Championship belts on Sunday. Next up, Seth Rollins and Jason Jordan versus Cesaro and Sheamus. Unfortunately, with the injury to Dean Ambrose, the whole Shield storyline went out the window. Dean Ambrose is going to be out for another 8 months, I think it is, elbow injury. Dean and Seth were the tag team champs, and then they threw Jason Jordan in there after Dean got hurt. So I have a feeling Cesaro and Sheamus are going to win the belts. Kind of makes sense, because I think they're starting to turn Jason Jordan heel now. He's getting annoying really on TV, so I have a feeling he's going to be a heel pretty soon. So I'm going to pick Cesaro and Sheamus. That tag team that they have together is really awesome. I think it's a really good tag team. AJ Styles versus Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn handicap match for the WWE Championship. I don't know if Kevin Owens and Sami win, how they're going to split the championship, I guess. They started the new Yep movement that kind of goes along with Daniel Bryan's Yes movement. Daniel Bryan seems to be backing these two for this event. I'll get more into Daniel Bryan in a few minutes. I don't know. That's a toss up. I would like to see AJ continue to be the champ, and I think that's probably going to happen. So I'm going to pick AJ Styles. Somehow is going to beat both of them. And then Brock Lesnar versus Braun Strowman versus Kane. My heart of hearts would be Braun all day long. But I think this is going to set up a WrestleMania match. Whoever wins the Rumble will face the champ, the Universal Champ at WrestleMania. And I still think it's going to be Brock. However, I would like Braun to win. Just because I have a feeling they're going to have Brock hold the belt until WrestleMania. It just seems more realistic. However, I would like to see Braun win that match. He deserves it at this point. He's a fan favorite. He's incredible in the ring. He's just a bruiser. But it's probably going to be Brock to face off against the Rumble winner this year. As of right now, the women's Royal Rumble match has 20 entrances. Well, it says 18, but I think there's 20 now. As of last night. So you have Naomi, Asuka, Ruby Riott, Natalya, Sasha Banks, Bayley, Mandy Rose, Sonya Deville, Carmella, Tamina, Lana, Liv Morgan, Sarah Logan, Mickie James, Nia Jax, Becky Lynch, Alicia Fox, and Dana Brooke are all in the match right now. Paige was originally announced for that match as well, but she was injured again. Another neck injury, so I have a feeling she's going to be retired as an in-ring contestant anymore. It's just that they're not going to... It took a year and a half for her to come back. She's back less than a month and gets hurt. So I have a feeling she's done as far as in-ring performances go. But she's still on TV. She's just kind of like the leader of her own little clique. So I think what you're going to get as far as there's going to be 10 to 11 more entrances that haven't been announced. I don't know why Charlotte Flair and she's a SmackDown Women's Champ, and the little chick that I dig, I forget her name. I always forget her name. Wow, brain fart. Anyway, the woman's Raw champ. It'll come to me. I don't know why they're not in this match because they're not on the card as of right now. Facing anybody. It'd be cool if they faced each other, but I think that's going to be at a later date or WrestleMania. So you might see some surprise entrances, obviously some NXT entrances, I think. But I think the big one, and this is just me throwing it out there, is Ronda Rousey. I think she makes her debut at the Rumble. At least I hope she does. And I think after last night watching Raw this week, maybe Trish Stratus. She looked good last night. Lita wasn't there, which I thought was weird. She might show up. So I mean, there is uh, a few women wrestlers that could show up, but I think the big one's going to be Ronda. And I think if it is Ronda, I think Ronda Rousey wins the Women's Royal Rumble, which would be cool with me. That's fine. So I'm going to pick Ronda if she shows up. If she doesn't show up, I don't know. Nia Jax, or Asuka, maybe. One of those two. It's hard to pick out of 30, but. So I'm going to say if Ronda Rousey shows up, she wins. If not, it's going to be. It's going to be Nia Jax or Asuka. And maybe that's why Charlotte Flair and the Raw. Why can't I remember her name? The Raw Women's Champ doesn't have a match at this event, because I guess the winner. Well, that doesn't make sense because that's two champs. So I don't know. I don't know what they're gonna do. I don't know what the outcome for that match is if they get to challenge the current champ, and if so, which one. On to the men's Royal Rumble match. Right now, there's 20. I have a list of 13, but there is 20 announced, I believe. The list of 13 is Elias, Randy Orton, Shinsuke Nakamura, John Cena, Finn Balor, Baron Corbin, Matt Hardy, Woken Matt Hardy, that is, Bray Wyatt, Rusev, Aiden English, Apollo Crews, Titus O'Neil, The Miz, and Roman Reigns. Now, you know where I'm going with this. Obviously, if Brock Lesnar retains the belt, Roman Reigns is going to win this Royal Rumble, and they're going to have Roman and Brock at WrestleMania, which I think would be dumb at this point. Everybody's seen that already. Roman by himself without the Shield is back to getting heat when he comes in to the arena. When he comes in the ring, it's half boos, half cheers. When he was with the Shield, it was full-on cheers. It's funny. It's kind of like what they do to Cena and Kurt Angle. Even though everybody loves them now, they chant, Cena sucks or you suck with Kurt Angle, so who knows what's going to happen. My big prediction for that is Daniel Bryan is in that match, in the Royal Rumble match, and Triple H, obviously, he's going to show up. Undertaker, I think he announced last night, so I would imagine Undertaker's going to be there. It would be cool to see, like, Austin come in and do something for the Rumble. I don't know if that's going to happen, but my big prediction is Daniel Bryan is going to be in that match. I don't know. I have a weird feeling about that. Some other... I'm sure you're going to have NXT guys that are just going to get lost in the shuffle of the 30-man. They're not going to make any difference in the match whatsoever. And right now, I mean, the 13 that are listed, all of them are all mid-level guys, mid-card, except for Roman, Finn, Balor, and Cena. Well, Randy Orton, too. Shinsuke Nakamura, to me, he's still a mid-carder. I don't think they know what to do with him on SmackDown. I think it's time that he maybe comes to Raw and see how he does there. See how they write him into the storylines there. One of my favorite new wrestlers is Elias. Uh, I like that guy a lot. I think he has what it takes to be a long time WWE superstar. I just don't think they're using him the right way right now. Although he did have a great segment with Chris Jericho last night or the night before. And I think Jericho may even show up. I know he's wrestling with New Japan now, but it was good to see him on there. So he may show up as one of the 30. And it's just so hard to predict these Royal Rumble matches. But I'm going to say what they're going to do is probably Roman Reigns wins and then faces Lesnar at WrestleMania. I hope I'm wrong. But you will see, I would think you would see some classic superstars from at least one or two from, years gone by show up for this Rumble. I was surprised on the Raw 25th this week that Mick Foley wasn't there. I don't know why. Just weird that he was not there. He should have been. And there was one other that I thought for sure would be there and wasn't. Mick was the big one, though. I can't believe he wasn't there. I thought they had announced Kevin Nash was going to be there. I could be way off on that, but for some reason I thought Kevin Nash was supposed to be there. He was not. Scott Hall was. It was cool. They did a little segment with them and the Balor Club. Cheers. That I thought was fun at the original arena where Raw first started in New York City 25 years ago, the Manhattan Center or whatever it's called. I thought that was cool that they broadcasted from there and from the Clay's Barclays Center in Brooklyn. But yeah, I was really surprised that Mick wasn't there. I don't know why. That was weird. He should have been there. But who knows? But it was good to see everybody again. Most people, anyway, from the Attitude Era. The Rock wasn't there, which was surprising too, but he's probably filming another movie somewhere. But I think they were the two biggest that I can't believe weren't there were The Rock and especially Mick Foley. How do you not have Mick Foley there? But I'm going to say Roman, getting back to the match, Roman probably wins, faces Lesnar at WrestleMania, and Roman wins the belt at WrestleMania because I think Lesnar, rumor has it, he may go back to UFC for another fight. And his contract, I believe, runs out right after WrestleMania with the WWE unless they re-sign him. And like I said, I just don't know what the women's match. How do you not have in the Rumble? How do you not have Charlotte Flair defend the belt or at least be in a match? So unless she's in the Rumble, and I don't know. Same with the Raw women's champ, who is I thought I would remember it by now, but I can't remember her name. Oh well. So that's it. My predictions again: Usos versus Chad Gable and Sheldon Benjamin. I'm going to say Chad Gable, Sheldon Benjamin. Seth Rollins and Jason Jordan versus Cesaro and Sheamus. I'm taking Cesaro and Sheamus. I think that they're a better tag team. AJ Styles versus Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn in a handicap match. Don't know what they could do with Kevin Owens and Sami holding the same belt, so I'm going to say AJ Styles. However, I'm just going to pick AJ Styles. Brock Lesnar, Braun Strowman, and Kane. I'm going to say Brock. I want Braun, but I'm going to say Brock because that's going to be the setup for the Royal Rumble match. Whoever wins that, which I think is going to be Roman Reigns, unfortunately. Not that I don't like him. I just think it's a stale match between those two for WrestleMania. So I'm hoping it's somebody different, but I have a feeling it's going to be Roman. And the Royal Rumble women's match, if like I said, if Ronda Rousey shows up, I think she wins it. If not, I'm going to say Nia Jax or Asuka. Out of those two, I'll take Nia Jax all day long. So anyway, that is it. If you hadn't watched Raw 25 or the 25th anniversary of Raw yet, you want to check that out. It was a lot of fun. Some decent matches, some good segments in between. It was just fun. It was a fun night. And I'm hoping Royal Rumble will be the same way. This has a chance to be one of the best Royal Rumbles ever. The way it's set up, it could be. And like I said, I'll be there. I will be filming there. I'm going to maybe even do a live, video from there. From one of, from our suite, we'll maybe do something real quick for YouTube. We'll see. But that is it. I probably will not do a recap video unless it's just amazing. I kind of like just doing the predictions video. I didn't do one for the last pay-per-view because it just didn't. I think I watched half of it. It wasn't that great, but I have a feeling this one could be a huge pay-per-view for the WWE. It sure has the feeling of one going into it, more so than the last few Royal Rumbles. This has a lot of anticipation going into it and a lot of potential, comebacks or debuts. So we'll see. And it's good here. The Eagles are in the Super Bowl against New England after blowing out Minnesota here in Philly on Sunday. So this town is buzzing right now. So it's going to be a fun night down in Philly on Sunday. And then the following week we get the bowl. So I'm hoping we kick this shit out of New England, but I don't know. Should be a good game. I hope. And I hope it goes our way finally. We need at least one here in Philly. We deserve one, right? Anybody not from Philly watching this? Eagles deserve a bowl. We're not as bad as people make us out to be in other cities. Everybody brings up beating up Santa Claus from 150 years ago. If everybody knew the background story of that, they'd be pissed too. Research it. It was a skinny, drunk Santa that was thrown into the suit. He wasn't even supposed to be in there. And, it's a tough city. We're a tough city. We love our Eagles and Phillies and Sixers and Flyers. And anybody that comes in not only battles the Eagles or the Phillies, they battle the whole city, really. It's just the way we are. We love our sports, and especially our Eagles. We love this town. Deserves a Super Bowl victory and raise that Lombardi trophy. So it's fun. It's a good time to be in Philly right now. Especially if you're, like me, a wrestling fan and an Eagles fan. Shit. It's awesome. I can't wait. I can't wait to the bowl. I can't wait to Rumble. It's going to be so much fun this next 2 weeks. And I hope 2 weeks from now, we'll be celebrating a Super Bowl victory here in Philly, because that'll be a week-long event. If the city's still standing. But anyway, that is it for this video. Got a bunch of review videos this week, as you can see if you've been watching. And I hope you enjoyed this predictions video. I'll talk to everybody real soon. Click that thumbs up button for me. Thanks to all my new subscribers. And my current subscribers that have been subscribed to me for a long, long time. I appreciate it. Thank you all very much. I'll talk to you all real soon. Peace. Go Eagles. Can't wait. It's going to be a fun time. See ya.